Well, good morning, everyone. Getting a little bit of a late start and starting out annoyed because I'm 2 calves short. And that's even with me going ahead and making our official number here 54 instead of the 55 that it could be if we could ever find that other one. But we're kind of, not totally giving up on him, but our goal every day is to at least see 54 of them. 55 would just be a huge bonus. There's only 52 up here. So, annoyed. I'm probably gonna count them one more time, but I got 52 twice, so I'm pretty confident it's 52. All right, may ride around for a minute, but as I mentioned, late start. Need to get rolling and doing some other stuff pretty quickly. Don't need to spend half my morning looking for a couple of straggler calves. All right, let's see what we can figure out. Yeah, I really want to find those other two because I know yesterday I did not see every calf down here. We fed down here yesterday morning about 5:30, well before daylight. Sunrise currently about 6:40. We had a softball tournament. We had to leave by 6, so, and I'm trying to remember. And heck, I've been having to feed before daylight even during the week just because I have to be back home, get ready for work, get kids to school and everything. So feeding in the headlights of the truck hadn't been uncommon. It was just even earlier than normal yesterday. And I guess my point is, I think we counted up to like 50 yesterday. And there were just some stragglers and they were still kind of easing on up, but I had to get out of here. We were running out of time. So yeah, I'd love to see those other two. Losing one, okay. We can stomach that. We can absorb that, loss. Assuming we never see him again. I'm kind of to that point, but all right, we start losing 2 and 3 here and there. All right, we're in trouble. So, it just always frustrates the heck out of me, more than I probably should let it. When you get these calves down here, I mean, obviously, 52 of them run right in there. Can't wait to see you every morning. They're ready to eat. They know the routine. Routine stays pretty consistent. First thing in the morning, we're gonna be down here to feed you guys. Y'all need to be near the feed box. We'll see y'all again, do it all again tomorrow. Today, well, it's just a few minutes before 8, so yeah. It's not always at the exact same time, but it's gonna be early morning. But anyway, me sitting here and complaining to y'all about it's not gonna make these calves behave any better. All right, back here at home, never did find those other 2 calves. I'll admit I didn't just scour the pastures over just because we need to cut some hay here in a little bit, is really the big thing. And I don't wanna be cutting hay till 6 o'clock tonight. One of our newest calves, that's not the absolute newest. That's the one that I couldn't find till the very, very end of that last video. 528. You see that black cow over there? She's on a mission. May ought to go see if she's one that is already calved and is going back to check on a calf. I'll admit, I did not check these cows at all yesterday. Again, we left at 6 yesterday morning, got home a little before midnight. So it's not ideal, but it is what it is. All right, y'all really want to go this way? I mean, compared to where y'all have been, it's probably pretty good grass, but that's speaks to how pitiful the grass situation is right now, because it ain't much. I don't know. I mean, they'll be to pick around in here for a day or two. They did finally eat up the last of the hay we put out. They're really not wanting to eat the hay too much. They're hustling. They're more interested in grazing, which, hey, I'd rather them graze for as long as they possibly can. We're gonna have to leave the gate open because I know some of those mamas with new calves, the one that again had that calf hidden from us, which is fine. I really don't hate that. She took off that way. I hated it when I couldn't find the calf, but kind of like a mom that very protective keeps that calf off to itself, especially when we are, truly, well, what we call spring calving is really like late winter into early spring calving. We're still feeding hay around the hay feeders. And last thing you need is for these little guys to be right there bedded down up next to a hay ring. And unfortunately, a lot of cows will do that. So we appreciate the moms that keep the babies off, away from all the chaos and commotion and tucked away. Yeah, that girl over there, I'm gonna see if she's, oh, there's two calves. No, that's one calf. Where the cow had her head turned, I was like, she's got her calf with her, but no, I was wrong. I believe number 69 was the last one to calve. We'll go see if that's her. If it is, she's just doing like we just said, going to find that calf. If not, we may have had another one that was born sometime between Friday night and now Sunday morning. So yes, assuming no calves are born, late Friday night or since then, yesterday, that's the latest cow to calve. And she's now kind of put us in the same situation that cow did on Wednesday where, right, where's your baby? But she was on a mission to go over this way. I'm gonna leave a gate open. They can come back and forth. Assume she's got the baby hidden somewhere. We'll check on them later this evening and hopefully give you all a little view of it. But yeah, anyway, need to go get mower greased up, hooked up, and ready to spend most of the day, unfortunately, in a tractor. Got about a half a tank of fuel in the tractor. I don't know how much fuel is still in here. I don't think much. Hopefully we'll have enough. We can get all this mowed today. It shouldn't take a full tank of fuel to get over this ground, but not real confident in heading that way with just a half a tank either. This farm that we're very thankful to have, it's close by. It's, I don't know, 15 or so acres. About 5 of it is really good. And then the other 10, 12 or so, I don't know, it may be close to like 17, 18 acres. Anyway, about a third of it will out yield the other 2/3. I think what it comes down to, it's kind of where they used to have some cows in pasture, so that soil just had a lot of manure and everything, whereas a lot of the other ground, I think it's just always been hay, and so unless you're putting a lot back into it, right, you're not gonna have as good a ground there, good a hay yield. And we've been guilty of, we have not fertilized it like we should have. We're really pushing for more yield on the hay, which this year I'm not sure what would have been the right thing to do. We were about a month late getting in there for the first cutting because it was so wet. So it's like, well, would it have even made sense for us to have fertilized it heavy early on? All right, there's gonna be plenty of fuel. We're gonna have her full. Okay, because yeah, that first cutting was, I mean, goodness, we were just so late to it anyway. Then after the first cutting, I mean, in a perfect world, we could have probably gotten in there and dropped some fertilizer on it just right away, because it kept raining there. We cut this, we baled it on June 28th, so we cut it the week before that. But then within about a week or 10 days of that was pretty much the last time it had any rain, until we got that little rain about 10 days ago. So anyway, I don't know that being more aggressive with fertilizer back there at the first part of July would have done us any good anyway. So what do y'all think the odds are that I got the hoses right? Backwards on the up and down. All right. Oh, wow. Got them both backwards. Good deal. Well, we know what we gotta do. Always, every time when I'm like, all right, I put the hoses here like this, that should correlate to them. And then, yeah, it all goes away. I don't ever remember. Now I'm stuck to the top link. Okay. Farming hazards. All right, hoses should be correct now. Oh, goodness gracious. Yep. Up. Lift is right. Swivel is right. Okay, we got PTO hooked up. Got the pin in, got the safety chain on, got. The only thing we don't have is the flashing lights. That's because, yeah, they stretched out. Not because I forgot to unhook them or anything, it's just they, it was barely long enough to get to the tractor to begin with, and at some point we were going over some rough ground, it stretched them just enough, it pulled them off the plug, so I ought to take the time to fix that. But yeah, as soon as I find that extra time, I'll let y'all know about it. Because at this point, I don't know. There's so many little things I need to be doing. Just haven't gotten them done. All right, let's get to the field, get this mowed so we can get done, maybe enjoy at least a little family time before the end of the day. Fingers crossed, no issues of any kind. Just not real good hay in terms of how much it's going to be, which we are starting out over on the bigger part of this farm, but it always yields a little less, certainly per acre. But as of this past week, here in West Tennessee, we have officially been upgraded or downgraded, however you want to look at it. The drought status has been upgraded to severe drought or a D2 drought, so not that we didn't realize that already, but it's officially official now, I guess. So we have been in pretty good shape on hay. We picked up some more hay ground this year. At one point we thought, man, we're going to have excess hay, and we have already rolled almost exactly as much hay this year as we did all of last year. There's still most of this last cutting to go. So, you know, we started feeding hay at the very end of August. Thankfully, the cows aren't eating too much just yet. We do have those extra calves up the road that we haven't done in years past. Still got a bunch of grass there, though. Still got grazing. But yeah, I don't know. It's been a tale of 2 years, or 2 seasons this year in terms of the hay. We had, you know, terrible time getting the first cutting done because it just wouldn't stop raining, and when it stopped, it just absolutely stopped. So I think we're going to be all right, but Yeah, we'll see. We'll give an official prediction on how much hay we're going to have here when we get to raking it on Wednesday. But I think we rolled 52 rolls on this property back there at the end of June. I don't know. Right now, I'd say, I don't know, I'm trying to be optimistic, saying we should get at least half that. Like in here, it's decent. It's not terrible. There's been a couple of spots where it really wasn't even worth mowing. I don't know that we'll even rake it. It's not even gonna make a windrow in a couple of kind of isolated areas. But anyway, we'll keep on mowing along. There you go. You should be able to appreciate just how much bigger and better this hay is, this grass is that will soon be hay over on this side of the property. Especially this Johnson grass. Really, that Johnson grass, as big as it has gotten, and in spots, it's up halfway as tall as the windshield on the tractor. Probably could have been cut a few weeks ago to have been a little better, maybe a little over mature even. But of course, everything other than the Johnson grass is pretty short, so it's still going to make pretty good hay, or a pretty good bit of hay, and it'll be pretty good quality. The cows will eat it up this winter time. But yeah, also, wife came pick me up when I had lunch with the family. Just got back on the tractor. Said, you know, you're cutting all this just for it to get rained on, and there actually is like a 45% chance of rain for tomorrow. So I was like, hey, I dare it to rain. I mean, it's just like one little chance tomorrow. It's not like they're calling for potentially multiple days of rain or anything. So, hey, if it called a little rain, so be it. It's talked about how bad the drought was. As hot and as dry as it has otherwise been. It's going to be Wednesday before we can bale it anyway. If it called a little rain, say, tomorrow on Monday, we could probably put the tedder on and try to run out here on my lunch break on Monday and tedder it, stir it up. It should still be dry enough at that point for us to then bale on Wednesday. But we'll see. That'd be a good problem to have. I don't even know, because normally we wouldn't worry about tethering just this rough cow hay. And probably what's across the road or on the other side, it's so thin to begin with, I don't know that it would even, I mean, it just depends on if we actually do get a rain and then how much. But yeah, I would welcome it if we did, but yeah, need to get done here in the next like hour and 15 minutes. Probably cut it close because the girls, we played softball all day yesterday in Mississippi. They're going back to Mississippi today to ride horses. They're leaving about 3 o'clock. But yeah, softball team brought home the championship yesterday. Competition wasn't, I mean, I need to preface it by saying it wasn't just stellar, but they played 4 games, did not give up a run. We outscored 4 opponents 42-0, which again, you know, disclaimer being obviously the competition wasn't top notch, but yeah, pretty impressive for them to be able to do that. So yep, Kimber put another little championship ring on the wall plaque. Back home just in time. Take the wild man off of your hands so y'all can take off. What's up? You look flustered.
I've fallen, I've gotten bit by a hornet, stung, I guess I should say, by a hornet. She is acting up and rearing up in her stall.
This mare?
Yeah. Well, this has been helping find all the wasp and hornet nests in there, so I think we're good.
They're wasps or hornets?
I don't know what they are.
Well, where are they?
I think they're red wasps.
Okay, yeah, it's about the right time of year for them.
I fell over there, and then I got stung on my back here somewhere. It's just been a day already.
Tell us more about your fall.
I don't know. They were very concerned because I fell over there, the electric fence right here next to there. I was getting away from the wasp and I fell and tripped and fell onto the bucket of water. Hence this, like, I don't know. Anyway.
Y'all sure y'all want to go ride horses?
Yeah, since it's 100 degrees outside. It's fun times.
But, yeah.
Okay.
The degree of hard-headedness I had in this family is only exceeded by her, so I'm sure they're still going to go.
Yes.
All right, let's get y'all loaded up. Me and Willis got to go make a hay delivery.
I think he's going with me.
Oh, he thinks he's going with you?
Yeah.
Bro, you can stay with me. We'll get in
It'll be a lot more fun because they're done. He's done off the tractor now.
Yeah, we're going to get in the swimming pool in just a little bit.
Yeah. It'll be a lot more fun.
We'll be chilling by the pool and grilling some steaks before they even get home. Well, I've got my gate getter back here with his dirt bike. Taking advantage of the opportunity. Gonna bring a couple of rolls of this old hay from last year out here to put out for these cows since we moved them. They didn't really want to eat it when we put it in the feeders over there, but as soon as we took it out of the feeders to put some new hay in there, they ate them up. So we're just gonna put a couple back here, like in the ditch. If they don't eat them, no big deal. Kind of erosion control hay, but we'll see. They they may not really go after them. There actually is a little bit of grass in here, but we shall see. Yeah, one there. Heck, you can't even see the one up here because between the ditch and the weeds, but yeah, we'll see if they eat them. If they don't, no big deal. That's 7 rolls of hay delivered down here from my uncle. Willis and I are gonna head back to the house. It's only 4 o'clock. We may actually jump in the Jeep right up the farm where we started out this morning, see if we can find those other 2 calves. May move pastures before we start the grill and then jump in the swimming pool. How's that sound to you?
I'm swimming, not just jumping in.
Okay. Well, I think we're gonna grill some steaks and some shrimp tonight. Does that sound good to you? We're so busy at the ball field here lately, we get very few nights at home, so we're gonna take advantage of being home tonight, chill out by the pool, maybe watch a little football. Maybe watch somebody else's YouTube channel, maybe more entertaining than football even. But appreciate y'all watching. What are you telling them, Willis?
Eat beef and God bless.
See y'all next time.